What's up everyone, Cade here from MP Tennis. Hope you guys are having a great day today. We have a little bit of a different video for you guys today, and it is how to find your perfect tennis racket. So this is essentially the ultimate guide on how to find your next tennis racket if you're looking to get a new one. Now there are some pretty crucial steps that you need to take to find that racket and are commonly missed. But before we jump into the video, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future videos. And let's put a goal out there. Let's try and get to 500 subs before June is over. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. Okay, so the very first thing you need to take into consideration before getting a new racket is, what do you not like about your racket? So many people just go buy a new racket, don't demo it, don't do anything, and just buy it and think it's going to be the greatest thing, and don't take anything into consideration about their previous racket. So you really need to remember the racket that you're using and what do you not like about it. So I actually have both of my, I have my previous racket here, Babble Up Pure Aero Tour, and my current Extreme Tour. And the one thing, to give you guys an example, that I didn't like about my Pure Aero was I thought it had too much power. So I felt I was missing sometimes, and I wanted something that had a little bit more control. And another example would be is I thought this one wasn't good at the net as I'd like, so I wanted something that was going to be a little bit more maneuverable up at the net and just overall better touch and feel. And in my opinion, this racket was it for me. Now, it doesn't necessarily need to be that. It could be, oh my god, my racket's really stiff and it's hurting my elbow. I need to find something that's more flexible. So I don't know, if that was the case, you maybe look for a Wilson Clash. Or let's say you're hitting a lot of balls short, you want to get the ball a little deeper, maybe you go into a bigger frame, such as, I don't know, a Pure Aero or a Pure Drive or Ultra or whatever that may be. So you kind of need to know what you don't like about your racket first, and then look for rackets that are kind of the opposite of that, so like I just touched on. Number two is, what do you like about your racket? Because obviously you want to keep the things that you like about your racket in your future racket. So even though I thought my Puro had too much power, I still liked how I was able to use it in defensive positions and use the power to its advantage with the racket. So I didn't want to lose too much power that I was going to be like hitting balls like at the service line every time. So I did want to still have some power in my frame, and that's why I did go with the Extreme series. I do feel it has power, but definitely not as much as this. If you, like, once again, bring up the tennis elbow thing, if your racket is arm friendly and you've had tennis elbow, but there is some things that you don't like about it, make sure that next racket slides into that category of arm friendliness. So you don't want to just discard the things that you like to get a new racket. However, there are going to be some small things you might need to sacrifice. So maybe if you're coming from like a 100 square inch, you might need to go to a 98, so maybe a little bit different in the head sizes, but those are pretty easy to get used to. So just little sacrifices if you do this properly. But those are the first two things. Likes and dislikes are very, very important. The third thing that is very important, and you need to make sure you're doing these steps accordingly, is what is your game style? So I classify myself as an all-court player. I have all the shots. However, I am not somebody that has like a monster forehand that's going to be able to put you away in 3 shots or less every point. That's just not my game. I'm an all-courter. I can come to the net, I can defend, I can turn defense into offense, I slice and dice, I have a pretty good serve, so I do have all the shots. And the Pure Aero, the reason I got the Pure Aero was because I was hitting short with my previous racket, so I wanted to have a little bit more behind it. But I was really finally figuring out what my game is, and it is all court, and I just felt there was aspects from this racket that didn't match up accordingly. So that is why I sided with the Pure Aero Tour. So to give another example, if you are a serve volleyer, this racket won't be for you, or a Pure Drive probably won't be for you. However, you can demo them and maybe you will like them, but maybe you should look at something like a Prestige or a Pro Staff or even a Blade. These 100 square inch rackets or oversized rackets probably aren't great for the serve volleying or attacking, since you want maybe some precision and accuracy stuff. But if you're a big baseliner and love grinding from the back of the court, this racket is right in your wheelhouse, along with Pure Drives, Ultras, Burns, even a Pure Strike maybe. But yeah, those would be more of your rackets. But I'm an all-court player, and I just thought the Extreme Tour would kind of fit into my wheelhouse. So it's very important to know your game style. So once you're able to factor in your likes and dislikes, you need to know, once you have a racket in mind, is that racket going to work with my game style? Alright, so the next thing that's super important is, now that you got these rackets in your head, the likes and the dislikes, you know what kind of game style you are, it's important to do some research. So the first thing I go to is Tennis Warehouse. It's kind of the hub for rackets. They got everything on there. They got all the reviews on there, video reviews, customer reviews, and then they even have the Tennis Warehouse review itself with all the scores on it. That's really nice to see. So let's say you're somebody that's trying to get a power racket and you see that that racket gets a power rating of 75. Well, chances are that racket is not what you're looking for. So you're going to need to look for a different racket. Tennis Warehouse would be the first thing I'd look at. Number 2 for resources, I definitely check out Harry from Tennis Spin. We've mentioned him before on the channel before. Super knowledgeable. He reviews all of his rackets on his YouTube channel. So once again, that's Tennis Spin. And third is Tennis Nerd. We've also mentioned him. Super great resorts. He is a tennis nerd himself. The name speaks for itself. And he also reviews all the rackets that comes out. So definitely check out those two guys along with the Tennis Warehouse to get a better understanding of the racket that you're looking for, and just more information to gather. And the very last thing, once you get these rackets in your head, you need to demo them. Many people just go out there and buy the racket after they think they have a good idea, and that is not a good idea. I've ran into that problem once before, and I did demo it, but I didn't demo it long enough. So when you demo a racket, demo it for a week at least. Don't just whacking around on the practice court. That is important, but maybe even try playing a match with it. Do some basket feeding stuff. Do all the things that you would normally do with your previous racket to really get a good feel of how it's going to feel come crunch time. So even try and put yourself in some pressure situations, like I said, some matches, because then you're really going to know how it feels. You can even test it out with some different strings or whatever to really get a good feel. I actually suggest putting your own string in that racket, so definitely do that if you're going to demo them, and make sure it's for a week at least, like I said. That is going to do it for today. Just to give a quick wrap up, first thing you need to factor in is your likes and then dislikes. Next, you need to consider your style of play. Following that, you need to do a little bit of research on the racket, so Tennis Warehouse, Tennis Nerd, Tennis Spin. And then lastly, and most importantly, you need to demo that racket for at least a week. But that is going to do it for today. Hopefully this information was helpful for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we will catch you guys in the next one.